Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Thursday, July 1st, at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 690 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Check a trade boss warns of shortage of skilled trade workers. Supreme Court upholds Arizona's GOP voting restrictions, paving way for new curbs nationwide. Miami condo rescue work halted over fears remaining structure will topple. In South Florida, developers often demand exceptions to rules. Champlain Towers got several. 11 dreamy candles to capture your summer mood. McCarthy reportedly makes stark threat to Republicans over January 6 committee. Top Trump Organization executive to plead not guilty after grand jury indictment. Lockheed's F-35 topples competition in Swiss fighter contest. WHO decision challenges West to recognize Chinese vaccines. Infighting in the Southern Baptist Convention shouldn't be a surprise. The denomination has been defined by such squabbles for 400 years. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. COVID, misleading stat claims more vaccinated people die, BBC News. McCarthy threatens to strip GOP members of committee assignments if they accept an offer from Pelosi to serve on 1/6 Commission, CNN. Dow Jones today firms up as Nasdaq struggles, oil stocks rally ahead of OPEC, these two China IPOs spike, Investors Business Daily. Supreme Court upholds Arizona voting restrictions, The New York Times. A new era in college sports, The New York Times. Reacting to Patrick Beverley shoving Chris Paul in Game 6 Sports Nation, ESPN. COVID-19 vaccines reduce viral load, severity in breakthrough cases, studies find, Fox News. Surfside collapse, video shows water gushing into garage before building fell, Fox News. China's President Xi Jinping warns bullies will face broken heads and bloodshed, New York Post. TikTok is rolling out longer videos to everyone, The Verge. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Yes, the White House has commented on Britney Spears' conservatorship battle. Supreme Court says California cannot collect names of dark money donors. Princes William and Harry reunite to unveil statue remembering Princess Diana. Supreme Court allows Arizona to keep voting restrictions. U.S. jobless claims fall to 364,000, a new pandemic low. Ryan Reynolds joins TikTok with a throwback and a disappointing promise. Sister of missing Florida condo resident describes moment that tore my soul apart. 7 tips for finding flight deals now that everything is so expensive. What? Fox contributor shocks colleagues with mask revelation. New Florida condo footage reveals garage crumbling minutes before collapse. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Dome and school gym to be a Northeast first. Fireworks erupt at school board meeting. Sports Academy founder accused of embezzlement. Woman killed hiking, swept away in downpour. New Orleans firefighters plan march for fair wages. 7-year-old's lemonade stand helped fund first inclusive playground. Body of baby found in 1988 cold case is exhumed. Residents grow concerned over alligators. Teen admits to jury that he fatally shot deputy. Nashville mural focuses on teen dating violence. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Top Trump executive Alan Weisselberg surrenders to face charges. European Union travel passes come into effect. Rescue work paused over fears of further collapse at Florida condo site. Supreme Court backs donor privacy for California charities. Sustainability and climate change, join the conversation with experts. Supreme Court upholds Arizona voting restrictions. There's one man to blame for Bill Cosby's release. Weisselberg, soldier for Trump, faces charges and test of his loyalty. The agency running ranked choice voting is in turmoil, again. What to know about the Delta variant in California? The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Supreme Court says California rule requiring nonprofits to reveal donor names is unconstitutional. Lara Trump to U.S. Olympian who protested flag, apologize or compete somewhere else. Dr. Mark Siegel, Iceland and coronavirus, island a haven from politics of fear, even as Delta variant spreads. Biden's visiting Surfside condo collapse site, will meet with families of those missing. Sean Hannity, Biden told migrants to search the border and results have been catastrophic. Delta most common COVID-19 variant in U.S., data show. Oklahoma's Spencer Rattler to donate portion of nil money to hurting communities. Supreme Court upholds Arizona voter fraud protections. Mike Ponsatto pleads not guilty to felony hate crime charges. Prince Harry, Prince William reunite for Princess Diana statue unveiling in Kensington Palace. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Thursday, July 1st. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Trump Organization CFO Alan Weisselberg surrenders in Manhattan, expected to face tax charges. Child tax credit, IRS facing possible implementation problems for monthly check. Child tax credit, what does the updated credit mean for families? Child tax credit, who will get a monthly check? What's next? Legal expert explains Bill Cosby's overturned conviction, future for accusers. Rocket Mortgage Classic preview, should be a shootout, says CBS Sports Cole Nost. Pain at the pump, increasing gas prices may not decrease anytime soon. Detroit Golf Club profile, historic course faces modern game at Rocket Mortgage Classic. Fourth stimulus check, is another relief payment coming anytime soon? Stilo brim on MTV's ridiculousness, people will never stop doing stupid things and filming it. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Student born with two uteruses and vaginas means she gets double periods. Anna Richardson and Sue Perkins living apart since last autumn and are sharing custody of dog. Prince Harry arrives for reunion with William at Princess Diana statue unveiling. Diana's statue is unveiled to mixed reaction from the public. Jasmine Harton claims she was abandoned by Andrew Ashcroft's family over fears about bad press. Britney Spears judge denies her request to remove her father as her conservator. Where's Mrs. Cosby? No sign of vocal wife Camille after Bill's release from prison. Wally Funk, 82, will become oldest person to go to space as she joins Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin flight. Jacinda Ardern brands opposition leader a Karen in bitter debate over new hate speech law. Terrifying visual reveals how humans will look if lockdown norms continue. The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Madagascar is headed toward a climate change-linked famine it did not create. Princess Diana statue unveiling brings together feuding Princes Harry and William. She warns China won't be bullied at Communist Party centenary. Princes William, Harry unveil Princess Diana's statue. Letters from Hong Kong's jails. AstraZeneca vaccine doses produced in India not included in Europe's vaccine passport ahead of launch. Philippine volcano belches dark plume, villagers evacuated. Hong Kong bans handover protest as official defends law. Myanmar court extends pre-trial detention of U.S. journalist. COVID-19 global updates. Coronavirus cases rise in Europe for first time in 10 weeks as Delta variant spreads. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Wimbledon 2021, Barty and Norrie win, Goff and Federer in action, live. Coronavirus live, expanded crowd size for Euro 2020 matches at Wembley. Recipe for disaster, say MEPS. Trump Organization executive surrenders to face charges in tax investigation. Euro 2020, latest news and previews ahead of quarterfinals, live. U.S. Supreme Court upholds Arizona voting restrictions, live. Tour de France 2021, Stage 6, live. Pressure mounts on Bolsonaro amid rising anger over vaccine corruption scandal. Ewan McGregor's 20 best movie performances, ranked. Researchers reveal corrosive power of Trump's lie of a stolen election. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Supreme Court upholds Arizona restrictions in major voting rights case. Evacuations extended near Northern Illinois industrial fire. Jeff Bezos picks female aerospace pioneer to launch with him. Live, ABC News. Live. Trump Organization's long-serving CFO surrenders to authorities to face charges. Russian agency says it exposed terror plot, killed one suspect. Time is running out on police reform negotiations, Senator Cory Booker. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Canada Lytton, wildfire forces hottest place in heatwave to evacuate. CCP 100, she warns China will not be oppressed in anniversary speech. Trump Organization indicted in tax probe, U.S. media report. U.S. plans third gender option on passports. Los Angeles fireworks explosion, truck goes up in flames as police seize fireworks. Tour de France drops lawsuit over sign crash. Paris gang of thieves jailed over celebrity burglaries. Britney Spears, judge denies request to remove father from conservatorship. The EU's vaccine passport and what it means for travel. Thailand, Phuket welcomes first international tourists. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Rescue effort halted at condo collapse in Surfside, Florida, because of concerns over instability of section still standing, what we know. More than 100 people are still missing 1 week after Miami area building collapse. Tropical storm Elsa forms east of the Caribbean, South Florida may be in path this week. A Louisiana police investigator wanted to charge a cop after Ronald Green's death, top brass blocked him. Dramatic flash floods tore through Zion National Park, see photos of the massive cleanup. Remembering those who died in the condo building collapse in Surfside, Florida. Authorities investigate hundreds of deaths linked to torrid Pacific Northwest weather. Infants' unmarked graves peppered as Florida cemetery, one woman set out to give them names. J&J vaccine may protect against Delta variant, Michigan to announce vaccine lottery, latest COVID-19 updates. Illegal fireworks exploded in police custody after being seized at a Los Angeles home. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. They were looking for illegal fireworks, they found much more. State launches audit of sexual harassment policies at powerful Southern California water agency. 17 hurt in huge blast during Los Angeles Police Department detonation of explosive devices. Hollywood mogul Jeffrey Katzenberg emerges as figure in LA homelessness debate. $5,000 reward offered for information in case of pelicans with severe wing fractures. Gerald Levy, who led building of UCLA Medical Center after Northridge quake, dies. Bay Area TV news crew held up in armed robbery attempt during interview. Crackdown on thieves of catalytic converters nets 20 suspects in Torrance. Need a ride? Metro Micro offers $1 ride shares around LA. Mother charged with murder and deaths of 3 children in East LA. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Thursday, July 1st, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Sad, lonely feeling, Tokyo man evicted twice, 50 years apart, for Olympic construction. Surface temperatures in Siberia heat up to a mind-boggling 118 degrees. Taiwan lashes out at Beijing after Chinese President Xi Jinping pledges complete reunification. Revealed, ExxonMobil's lobbying war on climate change legislation. Who the hell keeps unplugging the vaccine fridges right before the Olympics? As Japan plunges towards the Olympics, the baffling mystery of who is responsible for thousands of ruined vaccine doses is gripping the country. Australia ranks last for climate action among UN member countries. Right to repair rules will extend lifespan of products, government says. Communist Party Centennial Hive, China has never oppressed another country and never will, she says, as it happened. Twisted trolls slammed for tearing into crying Germany girl after England win. Fewer than 8% of Australian adults fully vaccinated 4 months into rollout. Japanese official warns U.S. of potential surprise attack on Hawaii, from Russia and China. Turkey formally quits treaty to prevent violence against women. In video, Exxon lobbyist describes efforts to undercut climate action. China Xi pledges reunification with Taiwan on party's birthday. The next headlines are from Forbes. Supreme Court sides with conservative groups, empowers dark money groups with ruling striking down California donor law. The pitch, how a cold call convinced Chip Ganassi to sell his NASCAR operation. 7 best practices for college athletics departments in the era of name, image and likeness rights. Major League Baseball's path towards prosperity begins with celebrating Shohei Ohtani. Rescue efforts at collapsed Florida building paused over safety concerns, mayor says. Naval shipbuilder Bath Iron Works has survived many setbacks, the next time could be different. Just one state is left to fully reopen, here's what it is waiting for. Meghan McCain to exit ABC's The View. Flight attendants say not so fast on lifting mask requirements. Women's Olympic soccer squads to be expanded following request to the IOC. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Eiichi Netashi, 1935 to 2021. Scientists identify long-sought marker for COVID vaccine success. Everyone should decide how their digital data are used, not just tech companies. Mix and match COVID vaccines, the case is growing, but questions remain. Beyond coronavirus, the virus discoveries transforming biology. Machines learn to unearth new materials. Birds of Paradise reveal a dark secret. Human social sensing is an untapped resource for computational social science. 2 chemo-10-loaded PFS-PZ malaria vaccines induce sterile hepatic immunity. How nanotechnology can flick the immunity switch. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,715,411,314 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time, and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Best True Crime Documentaries. Movie and TV Documentary Premiere Calendar. Prince William and Prince Harry put Oprah controversy behind them to unveil Princess Diana's statue. TikTok will triple maximum video length, expanding to 3 minutes. The weird, unsettling music of Loki, composer Natalie Holt breaks down the Marvel series score. Cashed Entertainment expands digital payment service during COVID. Lionsgate Films to bow on streaming aggregator platform Screen Hits TV, Global Bulletin. New Walking Dead game debuts on Facebook Gaming ahead of final season on AMC. Searchlight Pictures promotes Dan Tram Nguyen and Katie Goodson Thomas to lead film production. How Davis Guggenheim turned Concordia Studio into a doc powerhouse. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. More graves found at news site, Canadian Indigenous group says. Illegal fireworks explode in Los Angeles bomb squad truck, hurting 17. Hope for normalcy is growing. Here's what Americans are still worried about. As western wildfires worsen, FEMA is denying most people who ask for help. Satellite photos show China expanding its mysterious desert airfield. The deadly heat wave is triggering dozens of wildfires in western Canada. 12 holdout states haven't expanded Medicaid, leaving 2 million people in limbo. China celebrates its Communist Party's centennial with spectacle, sub-air rattling. Judge puts on hold a law penalizing social media that block politicians' posts. Judge denies Britney Spears' request to have her father removed from conservatorship. The following headlines are from The Week. Trump emboldened by Trump Organization indictment, advisor says. Bad zoning rules are supercharging America's affordable housing crisis. 5 galactically funny cartoons about the government's UFO report. Is wokeness self-defeating? ExxonMobil lobbyist caught on camera saying company's support for carbon tax is a PR stunt. Stephen Colbert's audience booed in disgust at Bill Cosby's release from jail. Me too, Colbert agreed. Bodies of 2 children found at Florida condo collapse site. Judge denies Britney Spears' request to remove father from conservatorship. Federal judge blocks Florida law regulating how tech companies moderate speech. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Undocumented immigrants continue to be expelled from the U.S. under Title 42 COVID-19 measures. A place where 2 things can be true at once. The next headlines are from Physics Buzz News. The most deadly magic carpet ride. The next headlines are from Universe Today. China releases sound and video of its rover landing. These are the news headlines for today, Thursday, July 1st. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Planet makes a surprise photobomb. Thuban is a former pole star. July 2021 Guide to Visible Planets. Polaris and Thuban via the Big Dipper in July. The Teapot guides you to the Galactic Center. Today in Science, the Tunguska explosion. The next news is from Politico. George Floyd's murder transformed America. Washington, delay the EU digital levy. How Washington and big tech won the global tax fight. Kinzinger on McCarthy's January 6 investigation threat, who gives a S? Trump Organization CFO expected in court after indictment. The only Trump-era achievement Democrats are eager to replicate. Biden admin preps for next pandemic as Delta variant surges. Jay's job to lose, Powell's reappointment by Biden as Fed chief hangs on inflation. Federal judge blocks Florida's social media law. Opinion Republicans shouldn't sign on to the bipartisan infrastructure deal. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Barty fights through faulty serve, fires into Wimbledon third round. One man, four experts, will he choose AstraZeneca or wait? Best of Cartoons, July 2, 2021. The latest illustrations from artist Kathy Wilcox. The latest illustrations from artist Andrew Dyson. The latest illustrations from artist Simon Lech. Confusion endemic as the pandemic rolls on. Eager gamers cannot be consoled as chip shortage set to ruin Christmas. Apologies are never easy, especially in the workplace. The Ray Warren Tech House song the world needs right now. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Project Syndicate, the looming stagflationary debt crisis will deliver a one-two punch to markets and economies. Coronavirus update, Delta variant of COVID-19 creates surges in Europe and Asia, and Euro 2020 soccer tournament sparks outbreak. Market Extra, oil could top $100 as commodities boom shifts away from China, says top economist. Outside the box, the energy trade isn't over, this investor says it's just getting started. Economic report, construction spending falters in May as U.S. non-residential sector remains weak. Michael Sincere's long-term trader, 10 rules every new crypto trader should obey so you don't lose your shirt. Economic report, U.S. manufacturers grow rapidly again in June, but major shortages are a big headache. Mortgage rates retreat below 3% as housing affordability becomes a bigger concern. Outside the box, saving Social Security will be far harder this time than it was in 1983. Market snapshot, S&P 500 edges to another record high as stocks kick off third quarter with small gains. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Intellectual property management software market, growth, trends, COVID-19 impact, and forecasts, Globe Newswire. What you didn't know about electric vehicles, the hidden costs to you and the environment, Forbes. The Rob Dealers of Bedford recognized at First Global Innovation Awards, WBIW, WBIL.com. How to register new inventions in Mongolia, Lexology. Apple sued by medical device maker over Apple Watch Series 6 pulse oximetry/gear. Farm Progress America, July 1, 2021, Beef Magazine. Armenia second after the U.S. to patent software, Public Radio of Armenia, Public Radio of Armenia. CNIPA clamps down on abnormal application practices in fresh drive for patent quality, Lexology. Tower of Secrets, Inside the KGB, and How We Escaped to the West, Patch.com. Cookie Company asks High Court to dip into trade dress law, Law 360. The next headlines are from Quartz. The world's social media giants admit they cannot protect women online. Viscosity. A ruling on Olympic swim caps evokes decades of racism in the sport. An analysis of 250 retailers shows what online shopping does to profit margins. China eliminates malaria, Myanmar frees detainees, airplane exorcism. African fintech startups are diversifying to scale up. India must watch out as some states continue to post high COVID-19 infection rates. Both made in India vaccines are in the middle of international political storms. India's renewable energy sector is set to witness a clash between the country's two richest men. Watch, TikTok head of global agency and accounts cartoon vies on better connecting with businesses next generation. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Wireless carrier injects ads into two-factor authentication texts. Appeals court reverses earlier decision, says Baltimore's aerial surveillance program is unconstitutional. As expected, judge grants injunction blocking Florida's unconstitutional social media law. Supreme Court says patent review judges are unconstitutional, but it can be fixed if USPTO director can overrule their decisions. Tech Dirt Podcast Episode 288, Rep. Zoe Lofgren sees problems on every page of these antitrust bills. Press X to apply Fourth Amendment. Documents show how Gray keep brute forces iOS passwords. Did the Supreme Court just take a sledgehammer to copyright statutory damages? Daily Deal, the modern web development and MISCL programming bundle. Ninth Circuit Appeals Court says some disturbing stuff about Section 230 while dumping another to sue Twitter for terrorism lawsuits. Ohio Republicans forced to back off unpopular ban on community broadband. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Bobby Bonilla. Alan Wieselberg. Canada Day. Bismarcky. Andy Murray. Messi. Adam Faze. Mississippi State Baseball. Donald Rumsfeld. Bebe Rexha. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. German minister slams utterly irresponsible UEFA for putting commercialism before COVID fears as masses mob Euro 2020, video. Invisible electrical bursts could be cue for explosive, ash-heavy volcanic eruptions, says new research. Turkey reaches 50 million COVID vaccine milestone in country's own jabs and clinical trials. Ukrainian national football hero Dovbyk dubbed Muscovite by nationalist author after answering interview question in Russian. Oil surges past $75 as OPEC Plus discusses 2 million BPD output boost. UK government wants to remove school bubble system ASAP, as TikTok video tips on faking COVID tests go viral. Just incredible, Spanish TV goes hysterical and artist makes huge image of Messi on lake in Iran as Barca icons deal ends, video. UK government promise of no going back after lifting lockdown is reckless, leaves Britain hostage to fortune, WHO COVID envoy to RT. Russia must allow import of foreign COVID-19 vaccines like Pfizer and Moderna to meet needs, country's main Liberal Party demands. France's Council of State sets 9-month deadline for government to meet climate targets or face sanctions. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Evacuation underway as Philippine volcano triggers magmatic unrest. Eric Adams files lawsuit to ensure fair election process after NYC board botches election count. Manufacturing surveys disappoint in June, signal looming stagflationary threat. Blackstone doubles down on Las Vegas bet by buying Dara and Aria properties. New video shows Surfside condos parking garage crumbles before collapse. Complacent Goldilocks got eaten by bear. NEO shares pop 3% pre-market after company books semi-shortage and reports 21,896 Q2 deliveries. Almost 15 million Americans remain on government dole, despite initial claims drop. She gives blistering Taiwan reunification speech, vowing foreign meddlers will get their heads bashed. Brace for shock at the pump, WTI surges above $75 as OPEC Plus raises output less than expected. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. OPEC Plus could add 2 million BPD oil to market by December, report. Turkey's Hepsiburada.com valued at $3.9 billion in Nasdaq IPO. WHO warns new COVID wave inevitable in Europe as cases rise. Trump Organization CFO surrenders to New York authorities. No career path, no raise for Nigeria's contract bank workers. Iranian refugee acquitted of smuggling slams UK asylum policies. Stop filming us. Philippines orders evacuation as volcano tall alert level raised. Arabs abroad, the designer and the atomic scientist. Why Copa America is failing to grab the crowds this year. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Kevin McCarthy will strip GOP members of committee assignments for serving on Pelosi's January 6 committee. SCOTUS upholds Arizona ban on ballot harvesting and out-of-precinct voting. Xi Jinping vows to bash the heads of foreign bullies, utterly defeat Taiwan. Poll: 57% of Americans believe they have less personal freedom today than before coronavirus. WH Climate Advisor McCarthy, extreme heat across the U.S. the new norm, get used to the fact that climate change is real. Report, Kamala Harris staffers thrown under the bus and treated like St. Poll, majority of New York voters prefer someone else to Andrew Cuomo winning re-election. Britney Spears denied request to remove father as conservator. FMR, State Department, official, info on Wuhan lab workers falling ill in 2019 was completely high confidence, lab hiding records. Critical race theory ground zero, Republican Glenn Youngkin rallies parents in Loudoun County, Virginia. The next headlines are from UPI News. Man wins $100,000 when store sells out of preferred lottery game. Look, flock of homing pigeons prompts exit ramp closure in Florida. Watch, Walmart employee tackles deer inside store. Watch, prototype flying car travels between Slovakian cities. Look, 2 kittens rescued from engine compartment of car in Florida. Texas woman reunited with class ring after 15 years. 112-year-old Puerto Rican dubbed world's oldest living man. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Norway closes down its last Arctic coal mine and transforms land into giant national park. Stress can accelerate grays, but hair color can be restored when stress is eliminated, scientists find. Chinese monk dedicates life to rescuing 8,000 dogs, he finds them new homes around the world. No AC, no problem, use these tricks to stay cool in the summer heat. Youth who walks 17 miles each day so he can work is given new bike and $52,000 from Good Samaritans. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Thursday, July 1st. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Lujan Grisham says she wants NM to have the best cannabis in the region. Recovered Picasso painting slips onto the floor. $5.5 million for www. Tim Berners-Lee sells the NFT of the original internet code. 2 people get Lee's insane traffic stop after switching seats while in motion. Cop punches unarmed black man, so naturally the whistleblower cop who uploaded the footage is suspended and the assaulting officer cleared of charges. In Liberia, General Butt naked rehabilitates ex-child soldiers. Man who jumped from moving plane at LAX says he bought a lot of crystal meth before boarding. Man attacked woman who overtook him in swimming pool then offered to race her. Chinese censorship found at Australian universities, rights group. Man who set fire to house by cooking steak in toaster upset at insurance payout. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Learn the skills to be an ethical hacker and help turn the tide against cyber threats. Pro writing aids say I lose to improve your writing like a trusted editor. NFT of web's original source code sells for $5.40 but contains errors LOL. Volvo sleek concept car teases its new F design language. Watch out Python, Julia is coming for your crown. Twitter is giving away 140 free NFTs, here's how to get one. SHH, listen to this expert explain how search and rescue robots work. How to organize your horribly chaotic Slack sidebar. Florida's dumb law to punish social networks for banning politicians is dead. China and EU obliterate the US in F production. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Where are the foreigners of the first international age? Keep your friends close, cortisol levels low for life. Protein Big Bang reveals molecular makeup for medicine and bioengineering. Research lays groundwork for restoring lost oral functions with pacemaker-like devices. Decoding electron dynamics. Astronauts demonstrate CRISPR-Cas9 genome editing in space. Variations in quantitative MRI scanners measurements. 5-minute breathing workout lowers blood pressure as much as exercise, drugs. How plants quickly adapt to shifting environmental conditions. Machine learning helps in predicting when immunotherapy will be effective. The next headlines are from Information Week. How CIO roles will change, the future of work. How to get a stronger grip on contract and vendor management. ServiceNow's CIO sees strategic fit for low-code development. CEOs and CFOs are jointly enabling the future of business. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Thursday, July 1st from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA selects Johnson support contractor. NASA to air departure of SpaceX Cargo Dragon from space station. NASA administrator names Johnson and Kennedy Center directors. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. 150 Things, Divine Sister Misters Bring Queer Culture, Drag Shows to Provo. Johnny Townsend, we must learn to adjust to a changing world. Latter-day Saint leaders no longer can perform civil marriages between non-members. Meet Ali Isom, the latest Republican seeking to defeat Utah Senator Mike Lee in 2022. More and more garbage keeps piling up on Utah roads. It's trashy and treacherous. Meet the new Salt Lake City School Board member replacing the one recently arrested. Rich Lowry, the greatest revolution the world has ever known. Latest from Mormon land, church surveys members about women's issues, from feminism to ordination to Heavenly Mother. Paisley Rectal, what we thought about just after the shot. Dear Donovan Mitchell, Utah's GOP boss wants to meet with you on critical race theory. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Canadian village Lytton evacuated as mayor says the whole town is on fire. Another exploit hits WD.MyBook Live owners. Scientists develop wireless pacemaker that dissolves in body. Virgin Orbit sends its first commercial satellites into space from air-launched rocket. A government watchdog may have missed Clearview AI use by 5 federal agencies. Maine passes the strongest state facial recognition ban yet. Great Resignation gains steam as return-to-work plans take effect. Intel's new Optane SSD P5800X is the fastest SSD drive ever made. IBM's 18-month company-wide email system migration has been a disaster. Huawei CFO says HSBC emails disprove basis for U.S. extradition claim. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Kids and their families can get a chance to have cheap vacations this summer. U.S. to add third gender option on passports. Bruno, beloved bear known for wandering the Midwest, dies in Louisiana. World War II landmark in Georgia cleaned up thanks to Bourbon, Missouri man. Dr. Garza deploys to Kuwait with the Army Reserve soon. Florida building collapse search Puesdemic building structural concerns. Trump Organization CFO Alan Weisselberg surrenders ahead of expected charges. Illinois increased gas tax goes into effect today. Expect rain throughout the day with high temps in mid-80s. St. Louis fiscal panel approves Mayor Jones' $80 in pandemic aid plan. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Why was Bill Cosby's conviction overturned? San Diego chief talks report that found racial disparities in police contacts. Travel picks up with San Diego ranked number 2 destination for 4th of July. Boy, 14, wounded when firework explodes in his hand. Meet this year's Big Bay Boom national anthem singer. 16 injured in explosion of illegal fireworks seized from South LA home. Report, judge denies Britney Spears' request to remove father from conservatorship. Nearly 1.9 million San Diego County residents are fully vaccinated. Cancelled La Jolla fireworks show still faces fight from wildlife activists. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Army launches mixed reality goggle integration into aircraft. 7 U.S. Air Force EC-130H jamming planes do the elephant walk in Arizona. U.S. Navy orders more MH-60R anti-submarine helicopters. Sikorsky wins $878.7 million to build more CH-53K heavy lift helicopters. The next headlines are from SUP China, top news about China. China is officially malaria-free, says WHO. Chinese parents defend son's choice to wear skirt, sparking conversations about gender-neutral parenting. Dispatch from Shanghai, the Chinese Communist Party at 100. In the 7th century, a Chinese coup of Shakespearean proportions. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Thursday, July 1st, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. U.S. to add third gender option on passports. California commuters hit with gas tax increase. Trump Organization CFO surrenders ahead of expected charges. Historic Northwest heat wave may have killed hundreds. Swimmer survives shark attack off Northern California beach. 17 heard as illegal fireworks explode while being destroyed by bomb squad in Los Angeles. Sideshow social media promoters to face criminal charges in San Jose. Uber faces mounting sexual assault, harassment lawsuits in San Francisco. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Number 3 seeded Svitolina overpowered at Wimbledon by Lynette. Wall Street adds to its records, energy stocks lead the way. Bridge key to delivering aid to Ethiopia's Tigray destroyed. Devastated condo community looks to Biden visit for comfort. Crash closes Milwaukee Avenue in Libertyville. Morton Arboretum branches out with $15 million garden for Centennial. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Here's where you can watch 4th of July fireworks near Seattle. Summer food program, where kids can find free, low-cost meals in Seattle. Seattle to close 3 miles of streets to cars on Lake Washington Boulevard on weekends. Seattle mayor introduces ordinance to help fill hundreds of empty downtown storefronts. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Orange alert for Tropical Cyclone Elsa 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Green forest fire alert in Russian Federation. Drought is ongoing in Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, Iran, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Burkina Faso, Benin, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Ghana, Niger, Nigeria, Togo. Drought is ongoing in Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Thursday, July 1st in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from Cipher Brief Security News and High-Level Analysis. After Geneva, U.S., Russia strategy moving forward. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Friend of Michelle Cummings' son shares note of support after her killing in Maryland. Princes William, Harry attend Princess Diana statue unveiling amid family tensions. Naperville family bakery hiring people of all abilities. Work at collapsed Florida condo halted amid safety concerns, voice from rubble briefly heard. 21-year-old Houston native identified as victim in FL condo collapse. Man shot 5 times while driving on East X freeway, driver killed in separate shooting. Judge in Britney Spears case denies motion to remove father from conservatorship. Tropical storm Elsa forms in the Atlantic Ocean. Get ready for widespread heavy rain this weekend. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. France, Mexico sign deal against trafficking in artifacts. Illicit vaccine site circ Panamanians fed up with inequality. McCarthy to GOP, don't let Pelosi name you to 1/6 riot panel. Dax Shepard's armchair expert enters new phase on Spotify. Schwarzenegger, climate activists should focus on pollution. Djokovic, Federer, Osaka, Barty on Tokyo Olympic entry lists. Italy to enforce 5-day quarantine for England soccer fans. Rebuilding in COVID's awful wake, one small step at a time. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. How trees act as New York City's natural air conditioning units. Board of Elections releases updated rank choice tally after first botched count. Extra, Rumsfeld died, Cosby freed, Max sentenced, Questlove speaks, we didn't start the fire. It's hot again, and Con Ed would like you to conserve energy. In final $98.7 billion budget, de Blasio places priority on schools and recovery. Rank choice voting software company says NYCBO ignored offer to help carry out citywide election. Perfect picnics now available at Fort Greene's excellent mid-dinner party. Early edition, a little prince wore a little suit to the soccer game. Locals protest Cuomo's plan to install essential workers monument in Battery Park City. Without more tourists, city hotels cannot bring back all their furloughed staffers. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Water, a matter of survival in the world of pandemics. Anti-gay therapy offered at Uganda health centers run by 8 funded groups. Terrorists become increasingly innovative, in a world shaken by COVID-19. Women must no longer be squeezed into a small corner, Landmark Forum declares. COVID-19 pandemic exacerbates domestic workers' plight in Bangladesh. Urgent action needed to end inhumane conditions facing Haiti prisoners, UN rights chief. Migrant worker numbers rise by 5 million, ILO. We need to act now, as sub-Saharan Africa faces third wave of COVID-19. COVID-19 impact on tourism could deal $4 trillion blow to global economy, UN report. Climate change, your choices matter. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. IDF forces deploy new semi-autonomous robots to Gaza border. Vice, America's first black billionaire wants his reparations check, now. Pro-science mom enrolls kids in Pfizer CV vax trial, 12-year-old's daughter suffers severe reactions. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Homing pigeons that cannot find their home block I-95 exit. AP sources, Trump company, executive indicted in tax probe. James Franco settles for $2.20 M in school sex misconduct suit. Tom Segura reveals most humiliating moment of career. A super spreader strain, what to know about COVID-19 Delta variant. Over 100 deaths may be tied to historic Northwest heat wave. Facebook scam, someone tried to log into your account. Does pic show Keanu eating ice cream at a movie theater? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Prince Harry and Prince William stand shoulder to shoulder in memory of their mother Princess Diana. Sneaky teens are using TikTok hacks to fake positive COVID tests and get out of school. Entire town that set heatwave record is now on fire. Anti-vaxxers could kill the summer at Russia's most famous resort town. Gossip Girl creator Joshua Safran on why Ivanka and Jared are not welcome. Tucker Carlson may be BSing about the NSA, but he's not totally wrong. Is the FBI scapegoating an American hero? Did a tabloid journalist get away with the brutal murder of a French socialite? Dem factions decide which Biden to believe on infrastructure. Cosby shows the system was made to break survivors, not find justice for them. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Deaths surge in U.S. and Canada from worst heat wave on record. Supreme Court upholds voting restrictions in Arizona 6-3. Cool down this summer with Columbia's freezer dress on sale now. The View fans celebrate Meghan McCain's exit. Maybe I can start watching again. Lady Gaga beats the heat in glamorous sheer lace gown. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Hubble waylaid by computer fault. Ground breaks on Lowell's new visitor center. The future of satellites lies in the constellations. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Astronomers discover record-breaking small white dwarf star. Dozens of deaths blamed on record-setting heat wave. Biden lays out plan to combat wildfires amid heat wave and historic drought. Biden announces plan to step up federal response to wildfires. Heat waves threaten more than 50 million on both U.S. coasts. End to Northeast heat wave in sight. Unvaccinated are at significant risk as COVID-19 Delta variant spreads, Fauci says. COVID Wuhan lab leak hypotheses are plausible, expert says. Biden to announce expanded efforts in federal wildfire response. What is a heat dome? Extreme temps in the Pacific Northwest, explained. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Biden's travel to Florida to show support for first responders, families in Surfside condo collapse. Houston mother shot and killed while visiting U.S. Naval Academy in Maryland for son's induction. Honolulu police who killed 29-year-old Lyndon Maini were justified, says prosecutor. Trump Organization exec Alan Weisselberg surrenders to authorities ahead of expected charges. Just a friend rapper B's Markey still alive despite death rumors, Rep says. Trump denounces nonsense indictments of company and top exec. Bomb squad truck packed with confiscated fireworks explodes in Los Angeles, injuring 17. A growing number of New Yorkers want someone other than Cuomo in charge. 5 more victims, including sisters aged 4 and 10, identified in Florida condo collapse. 6 more bodies pulled from rubble of collapsed Florida condo, raising death toll to 18. The following headlines are from military.com. Most European troops exit Afghanistan quietly after 20 years. Lawyer, Marine played minor role in soldiers' hazing death. Acting SecNav clears record of Marine officer separated over Scout sniper urination scandal. Former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld dies at 88. New Air Force PT test will have walking option for some troops, General says. Democrats raise ethical concerns over GOP donors' $1 million funding of border deployment. Switzerland becomes latest nation to choose F-35 for its next fighter jet. Former South Carolina lawmaker suspended from Pentagon job. House subcommittee passes $706 billion spending bill with 2.7% pay raise for troops. Marine major pleads not guilty to 9 charges in D.C. Capitol riot, gets released by court. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Chicago News Today, here's what's happening July 1, 2021. Daywatch, a historic monument unveiled in Bronzeville, how to keep overpaid unemployment benefits and our canned cocktails taste test. 8-year-old girl and 2 boys, 15, among 7 shot, 1 fatally, in 2 Chicago shootings. Chicago man charged with murder and killing of mother drove body to Grundy County, admitted to cops he suffocated her, prosecutors say. Camerino Gonzalez Valle, founder of Los Comeles Restaurants, dies at 81, he had a heart of gold. Naperville couple prepare for national hot dog eating competition. Lawsuit accuses Evanston Skokie School District 65 of discriminating against white teacher through race-based policies. Morris mayor says officials were unaware battery business was operating in building that's still on fire. Thousands remain evacuated. Chicago News Today, here's what's happening June 30, 2021. High winds in Thursday's forecast, life-threatening rip currents in Lake Michigan heading into holiday weekend. The following headlines are from phys.org. A crystal made of electrons. Satellite images reveal where large amounts of methane are being released in Permian Basin. Underwater seismometer can hear how fast a glacier moves. Conservation concern as alien aphid detected on Kangaroo Island. Scientists risk overestimating numbers of wild bonobos. Multi-talented filaments in living cells. Deadly heat wave slams Canada, U.S. Scientists defend UNESCO UNRWA with Australia over Great Barrier Reef. Russian rocket launches UK telecom satellites. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Thursday, July 1st, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. What language did the Vikings speak? First report of a new navigational supersense that birds use to find their way home. Full spectrum CBD oil, buyer's guide and best products. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Sancho joining Man United from Dortmund for $100 million. Biden bringing message of comfort, unity to Surfside. High Court, California cannot collect charity top donor names. Altidore, Hamid, green cut from U.S. CONCACAF Gold Cup roster. U.S. construction spending fell 0.3% in May, housing slowing. Delta variant exploits low vaccine rates, easing of rules. High bacteria levels close several Lake Washington beaches. U.S. manufacturing activity grows, but slightly slower in June. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Supreme Court, California cannot collect charity top donor names. Bay Area family members' ashes stolen in vehicle burglary. COVID jobs, California unemployment claims stay worse than normal. Shark bites hand of kayaking Boy Scout off California coast. Steph Curry to be joined by brother Seth, father Dill at Lake Tahoe Celebrity Golf Tournament. U.S. Supreme Court upholds Arizona voting restrictions. San Jose's plan to be the first U.S. city to require firearm owners pay for gun violence, answers for all your questions. California woman charged with hate crime after accusing black teen of theft. Safety concerns halt rescue efforts at condo collapse site. Police in Fremont looking for driver in hit-and-run crash. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Joe Biden to meet families in Florida after deadly condo collapse. Euro soccer tourney fueling spread of COVID-19, WHO. Michigan launching $5 sweepstakes to boost vaccinations. Judge blocks Florida's social media law penalizing bans of political candidates. Monument unveiled to activist, journalist Ida B. Wells. Xi Jinping warns China won't be bullied at Communist Party centenary. Alan Weisselberg, Trump Organization CFO, surrenders ahead of expected charges. African Union's COVID-19 envoy blasts EU, covets over vaccine crisis. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Nuclear weapon skeptics face turbulent path to reign in the Pentagon. Scientific American retracted pro-Palestine article without any factual errors. Farewell to Donald Rumsfeld, dreary war criminal. Schumer amendment short states $5 billion in COVID-19 relief funding. Rep. Mike Johnson predicts Supreme Court will overturn Roe v. Wade. How pesticide companies corrupted the EPA and poisoned America. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Thursday, July 1st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. New algorithms give digital images more realistic color. Striking a balance, trade-offs shape flower diversity. Leaders' pandemic policies engendered varying levels of trust. Why are some fish warm-blooded? Predatory sharks gain speed advantage. Evidence-based recommendations to support physical exercise for adults with obesity. Discovery of nanosized molecules that might inhibit Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. Eruption of the Locher Sea volcano redated. Beam steering angle expander with two liquid crystal polymeric diffractive optical elements. Extracellular matrix guides growth and function of epithelial cells. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Safety concerns halt rescue efforts at Surfside condo collapse site as death toll rises. Magdalene upsets number 3 seeded Elina Svitolina at Wimbledon. Chicago man says he burned CPD SUV during May 2020 riot after seeing police abuse. Feds want prison. When I think about freedom, I remember a lion named Elsa and a black lab named Tiff. Good policies alone won't win 2022 elections for Democrats. Woman dies in Roseland shooting that also wounds 8-year-old girl and another woman. Vlasta Korsek, Ferris Bueller accordionist, remembered as International Queen of Polka. Man found fatally shot in car in Gage Park. Dear Abby, friend furious that I vaped weeds near her future stepdaughter. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Ready to talk, but not on repealing farm laws, says Tomar. These pics of Kate Middleton showed her impeccable style. India may soon get single-dose Sputnik Light vaccine as expert panel eases approval process. Vardhan slams remarks against vaccination drive. WHO's alert on Delta Plus variant, AIIMS head takes questions. Niraf's sister helps ED recover over R17 crore. EU Green Pass, know all about Europe's summer travel rules. Heat wave likely over northern plains in next 2 days. Rihanna Dizzo debuts with 2 affordable TWS earbuds, all details. Gil's stress fracture in shin could take 2 months to heal. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Thursday, July 1st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Upcoming Houston food events, honey butter chicken biscuits and buckets of fried bird. The Jenny Thing, uniting an 80s sound and 90s history with today's worldview. Miller Outdoor Theater changes ticket policies again to better assure attendance. 10 fun facts about ivermectin, the COVID wonder drug. Ranking what the Rockets might do at number 2. Trump joins Abbott at border wall briefing, but cannot stop ranting about Russia, Hillary in 2020. First Lady Jill Biden and Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff visit Houston to push COVID-19 vaccines. Houston Concert Watch 6/30, night, Aaron Lewis and more. Putting the B in LGBT, James Park doesn't let labels get in the way. 7 reasons for optimism around Korea signing an extension with Astros. The next headlines are about world records making news. Harder than it looks, man stacks 5 Mies, claims Guinness World Record, New Zealand Herald. Smokies Baseball wants to attempt a world record with fans, WVLT-TV. Rower Angus Collins takes world record with Latitude 35 Team Malden and Burnham Standard, Carl Lewis celebrating his 60th birthday still holding a world record, fan-sided. Here's a peek under the plastic of Natural Light's record-breaking water slide, Adweek. Indian paintings from 1910 set 2 world records for highest-priced auction, News 18. Team Latitude 35 rower set Great Pacific Race world record, the Northern Echo. Weightlifter Ginny Kolb sets world record hitting the heaviest ever bench press in history at 508 kilograms, India Times. Judge Harrier rewrites world record for Tokyo Paralympic berth, Sportstar. Twitter best fandom is the most used hashtag, sets Guinness World Record, Telangana Today. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Exxon lobbyist issues apology on LinkedIn as company goes into damage control. Astronomers found an ultra-dense white star the size of our moon. Updates from Thor, Love and Thunder, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. Scientists detect isolated community of microbes in crater left by dino-killing asteroid. Heat pumps are ready to have a moment. Wildfire devastates Canadian town that's been suffering through 121-degree heat. Federal judge puts hold on Florida's anti-deplatforming law. The X-Men's trial of Magneto begins with tragedy at the Hellfire Gala. Instagram is pivoting to video. I had to see this Space Jam, a new legacy clip, and now you do too. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Jarrah in Kuwait at 128.3 degrees Fahrenheit or 53.5 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Ago in -4 at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. After 8 flights to space in a year, here's what a Falcon 9 looks like. Virgin Orbit suddenly has a viable rocket, so what comes next? If this is the electric Volvo of 2026, the future might not be all bad. Delta variant wild spread raises fears, fresh scrutiny of CDC mask guidance. Amazon doesn't like FTC Chair Lina Khan's views, wants her off investigations. Not just old, LG is about to release its first mini-LED TVs. Robinhood ordered to pay $70 penalty to U.S. regulator. More vaccine progress, this time, it's malaria. Starlink's next-generation user terminal will cost a lot less, Musk says. A weird take on frame rate, how PS5's first 40 FPS game runs. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Trump hung up on Alex Azar when he tried to warn of extremely dangerous COVID-19 in January 2020, book. Alan Weisselberg has lost his chance for a good deal, even if the Trump Organization exec flips now, former prosecutor. Bombshell secret footage of ExxonMobil lobbyists sparks calls for action by Congress. Bye-bye snowflake, Meghan McCain's critics celebrate reports that she is abruptly leaving The View. Enraged, infuriated, and stunned, Bill Cosby victim tells CNN she is shocked by his release from prison. Surfside prepares for Biden as rescue work halted over safety concerns at condo site. Kevin McCarthy pounded for threatening Republicans over Capitol riot commission while giving Paul Gosar a pass. McCarthy threatens to strip committee assignments from Republicans who serve on January 6 panel, report. Lara Trump, Donald Trump is taking control of the U.S. border because he staged a photo op there. Busted, these 10 House Republicans literally voted against additional funding for their local police departments. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Supreme Court gives green light to GOP voter suppression laws. Donald Trump's top financial lieutenant surrenders to Manhattan. Racial segregation is killing Americans, and it's getting worse. Nicole Hannah-Jones finally has been granted tenure, but the damage is already done. Federal regulator hits Robinhood with $70 million fine, its largest ever. Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturns Bill Cosby's conviction. A Bronx Tale, one sperm donor, 19 siblings, and 6 decades of secrets. Old people in prison were left to die from COVID. It didn't have to be that way. A jewel for our community, how LA residents are reclaiming industrial spaces. How are Biden's latest airstrikes not just a war? The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Aliens might already be watching us, Scientific American. First FT, US and Japan conduct war games as China-Taiwan tensions rise, Financial Times. Pentagon UFO report, no aliens, but government transparency and desire for better data might bring science to the UFO world, govexec.com. Deorbit Science satellite carrier rides to space atop SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket, Globe Newswire. The hunt for extraterrestrial life is about to enter a new era, New Scientist. Most Americans believe life on other planets exists, Pew Research Center. Alien view of Earth and deleted coronavirus sequences, Nature.com. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. CTBS in 28 treatment-resistant OCD participants IJGM, Dove Medical Press. Diverse pipeline for e-proposing drug company includes treatments for idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis and chronic cough, pancreatic cancer and stroke, Streetwise reports. Research finds some behavioral traits hardwired even in new babies, CBS 19 News. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Thursday, July 1st, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Don't dismiss the alien hypothesis. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Thursday, July 1st, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.